Uh, I'd have to check. I believe there might be some prospects, Ben, but I don't think there's actual jacket stuff in there. I have to check. It's mostly they're mostly prospects and really old timers, right? And I haven't heard about getting hit because nobody's buying them and they're discounting this stuff. So if you can find like you can get cases of like David Adams, I think has this at either four. It was either 479 they have it or five, just under 500 for a case, and I think they sell them for 44 a box. That actually isn't too bad. I mean, for what you get in a box. I mean, you just saw what I got there, right? The only, basically, the only piece that wasn't an autograph or a memorabilia was the mask card. And the mask cards, people actually collect the mask cards, right? So yeah, I don't know if it's been hit yet. So there are other Gretzky ones in there. The last case that I got of that, I actually have it here. I hit an Ovi autograph from his rookie year. I actually have it here from my previous case. That's from Ovi's rookie year. Basically his very first autograph. No, Ben, I will never go to Cleveland again. Do not speak of Cleveland. Cleveland is dead to me. So yeah, this was a nice Ovi in there. I'll be going the next year though. My wife has friends that live about 30 minutes outside Chicago, so we might just get a hotel near them, and then I'll drive over to the National, or I'll rent a car or something. I don't know. I gotta figure out if I'm gonna be drinking at the National. I might actually just take a taxi, just suck it up, or an Uber or whatever. But yeah, I'll head out there. I'm actually gonna drive from Whitby. It's about I think they said it's 12 hours. A 12-hour drive. It's actually a shorter distance to, even though on the map Chicago is further from us than New York. We have to actually drive around the lake to get to New York. So that's why it takes 16 hours for me to drive there as opposed to 10 to 12 to drive over. Cleveland isn't 2 hours from me. I think Cleveland is about 5 hours, 6 hours. I have to go through Michigan, which takes a while. Again, I have to drive around the stupid lake. And I had to drive through the 4-1 garbage. But yeah, I'll never go there again, Cleveland. I won't even drive through Cleveland anymore. Yeah. Yeah, you're not too far from it, but yeah, it's too far from me. So what are the nice cards that I get out of this thing? Actually quite a bit of nice stuff. Oh, and this is one product too that besides Leaf still has what's his name? Gordie Howe. Autographs are still in here too. You can get Gordie autos in here. You can get Gretzky obviously. Mario Lemieux's in this. A few of the other older guys are in here too. And don't forget too, they're rare to get. I haven't pulled one myself yet. Maybe in this case, knock on wood, they actually have vintage pieces in here. So you could end up with some nice vintage stuff. I'm not talking like the 70s. I'm talking about they have like stuff from the 50s, even the 40s in here, which is nice because they actually put some of the replacements for superlative in here. So yeah, I don't know why people knock this stuff. I know it's not licensed, but I don't really care. A lot of the stuff, like, look, I mean, that's a nice auto. see available. Yeah, a Mark Howe. I mean, it's on card too. I mean, look how clean that auto is. I mean, you don't see a lot of stuff, and then you don't even see like Mark Howe. I don't see him in any sets anymore. Here's a Columbus is a newer team, so yeah, you're not going to see a lot for them. But I mean, check that one out. That's a nice one too, Igor. Nice clean on-card autos. I mean, all the other companies are using stickers right now. But if I do find something, Ben, I'll let you know. But yeah, I haven't come anything. Oh, here's like a nice one right here. Sort of. Oh, it is vintage, but not old. Why is it not going in? Bobby Clark and Head. I don't know why it's not going. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Eh? Give it a few years. I don't even know what people consider vintage anymore. I mean, are the 80s considered vintage? I mean, it's old now, right? I mean, back in the 80s, we were considering what? We were considering the 60s vintage, but now to us, it's vintage. Now that's like 2017. I mean, what do we cut off vintage now? I mean, honestly, a lot of the guys that we watched as kids, I mean, 20 years ago, a lot of them are retired now. Like, I guess when I really started watching, it was in like what? Around 1985? 1985, like, a lot of those guys most of those guys are completely gone now. Trying to go back to get all the Columbus ones. They're not that expensive, are they? I don't think they are. Maybe Voracek might still be up there, but I think you can get Akishin for next to nothing, and Murray may be a mid-level guy, but I think Yakov might be the only guy that thing. But I don't know if I have any future watches, and if I do, I'll let you know. Actually, I might have a Ryan Murray, but does he have an auto? Nash I don't have. Nick might have had a Nash, unless he sold it. Johansson, I think I might have one, but I think that one's actually a 9.5 10 BGS. If I can find it, I'll show it to you. Like I said, I've got like a freaking mess over here right now. I'm trying to clean it up. Here, you're gonna get dizzy for a second here. I'm gonna show you my pile of junk. Okay, right over there, that's all cards. Let's see if I can get this thing to come down here. Sorry, Ben. Down here. You can see all that stuff all down there. Those are all cards. I gotta get rid of stuff. Huge mistake. Keep picking up stuff and picking up stuff and picking up stuff. I really, really, really need to stop doing that. Yep. Yeah, Murray's cheap. My PC's not cheap, unfortunately. Phil Kessel still goes for a pretty penny. Yeah, I need to move stuff, and that doesn't include all the stuff in my basement. I have too much stuff. Let's just say that.